हिला दे तार दी ओ नाच साडे नाल नी हिला दे तार दी नाच साडे नाल नी हिला दे तार दी नाच साडे नाल नी हिला दे तार दी नाच साडे नाल नी हिला दे तार दी.
Good evening, everyone. You're tuned into the Drive Time Show on NuSound Radio with myself, Nish. Firstly, before I start the show, I'd like to say a big thank you to Sidha for the Bollywood show between 3 and 5. But now it's all about Bhangra, and live in the studio we have got Jags Klimax. Hello.
Hello. How are you? Okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm really well. I'm really well. Feeling all cozy and comfy in the NuSound studio today, so it's good.
I'm glad you're
We
enjoying
were
yourself.
sitting downstairs in the offices, and I was getting in the groove with the Bollywood music, so big that up. But yeah, now time for some full-on Bhangra music. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we started the show off with your brand new track with vocals from Nach Sadhe.
Yeah.
And that's the first track you've released from your album.
Yeah, so that's the first single from my new album entitled Electric. That's the album's name. This track's called Nach Sadhe Naal. So we released that last week. It's done phenomenally well. Went straight in at #1 at the World iTunes charts, and it's been charting really well on local kind of radio stations and national and international radio stations up and down the UK and around the world, you know, kind of either hitting #1 or #2. And the response has been phenomenal and really overwhelming. So yeah, it's a good feeling, you know. It's good that people are enjoying the music and enjoying the music that I'm putting out there. I guess that's the main thing.
Yeah, definitely. And who's featured on your new album?
We've got like the likes of Nach Sadhe, as you know, you've just heard that track there, Nach Sadhe Naal, which is out now. People like Lembar Hussain Puri, Kaka, Miss Pooja, Jaspinder Nurullah, people like Master Salim as well, who are featuring on the album. So there's a whole array of like top high-end, you know, Punjabi vocalists. And I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. It's probably the best work I've ever did.
It's like, sounds like a lot of big names on your album. What's your favourite song, would you say, from the album?
To be honest with you, they've all got a little... It's like trying to say, who's your favourite kid? You know, what do you say? What do you say? You know, I like them all. They're all kind of... They're all upbeat, and they've all give you that feel-good factor. All want to kind of put a smile on your face and stuff, which is the main thing. You know, I'm a dance DJ, you know. I like to make people dance. I play Bhangra and Bollywood music that gets people in a good mood. It gets people up on their feet, hands in the air, and all the rest of it. So that's the kind of music that I like making, you know, that kind of feel-good music, the one that, you know, the type of music that people want to dance to. So, yeah, you know, it's they're all my favourites, so they're all definitely worth looking out for.
So what made you release this as your first song from the album?
To be fair, with regards to Nach Sadhe Naal, it just had that kind of commercial and universal appeal to it, like all the tracks on the album, but it was just something about it. Whenever I played it to other music producers, other DJs, friends of mine that give me an honest opinion and don't just say, yeah, that's wicked, you know, that will turn around and be like, ah, that's rubbish, start again. They were just kind of saying, you know what, that would be really good. And I think I just, when I first released my first track, which you can hear in the background, Heed, which was a long time ago, I think the industry and like how to kind of introduce yourself into that industry was very different to how it is now. Yeah. And I think this was the perfect kind of track to give myself a bit of a platform to release the rest of the tracks on the album.
So with Here, it was such a massive hit. It was even played in EastEnders.
Yeah, the famous old EastEnders. When my tracks would get played in the market, my phone would go nuts. Like, everyone's like, Jags, your track's played in EastEnders. So, yeah.
How did you get your song to go on there? Like, did they approach you, or did you send it over to them?
Yeah, one thing that I remember, they actually emailed, the guys from the production team in EastEnders actually emailed the record label, and they were just like, you know, this album that you guys have got by the site, it's called Jags Klimax, a track, you know, we really want to get it played. And at the time, Vip from VIP Records kind of sent over a couple of copies of the album and also some posters. And I remember when the album came out, there was posters as well in EastEnders, like in the background.
Really?
Yeah,
so cool.
And it was just crazy. Like, you just see your ugly face like plastered on the wall in EastEnders. But yeah, you know, even to this day, they just keep playing it. And the wedding, Indian wedding side, and Priya Kalidas, I don't know what her name is in the program. Mira, was it Mira? Do you watch EastEnders?
No.
Okay, so you're the wrong person to ask then. Someone Google it and text in and let us know. But yeah, they got married last year.
I think it was Amira, maybe.
Amira, that's it, not Amira and Saeed. It was their wedding, and basically on their Mehndi night they kind of done a dance to
Heed. I saw it. Yes. Oh my god.
So yeah, it's crazy. But again, it's just a great platform for our music, regardless if it's my track or anyone else's. Like you might have made a track and put it on there, but it's just good. It exposes Bhangra music and Asian culture onto a national level, which is brilliant.
So did you ever think that that song would be like such a humongous hit? Like even now, like that's the first song that DJs play and stuff to get everyone dancing.
Yeah, it's true. No, you never know. You know, when you're in a studio, you know, you're like away from everyone. You know, it's just like four walls, you and a computer kind of a thing. You know, don't get me wrong. I work at a fantastic studio called Frantic Studios up in Birmingham and have done for many a year. Yeah. And there's brilliant people that always come in and out of that studio. And other studios that you use, you know, late night studios, Soundpipe, my own at home. But you know, you only get a genuine response when you get that crowd response. You play it out and people start, you know, kind of maybe start singing along to it. They don't even know the song, you know, you find it quite catchy. They start clapping their hands, they start dancing. And I think that's what kind of happened to Heed when I've been very fortunate to be a very busy DJ previously, you know, before, the first album came out. And so I started playing my music and stuff like that when I'd play out and everyone would be like, what's that track? And it was a bit like this new track when Nach Sadhe Naal. Like I just started playing it out at clubs, weddings, festivals, melle and stuff like that. People would be like, yeah, Jags, you know, wicked set, but there was just one track that you played, you know, Nach Sadhe Naal, I think it was. Well, what is it? When's it out? And so from when you get feedback like that, you think to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna release this first and this is the one that people want to listen to more.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's all right.
It is what it is, you know. We can only but try like everyone else.
Yeah, as you said before, like when you play your music to your friends and they might be like, no, they don't like it and stuff, and you start over again. Has that actually happened?
Oh yeah, loads of times.
Seriously?
Like, yeah, man. I've started on tracks where I'll play it to my mates and like people that are just music lovers or other producers, which I work very closely with, and they'll just look at me and just be like, computer says no. Like, you need to get rid of, like, but you know, it is all trial and error, you know, like, you know, you're not every time I make a track, it isn't going to be a success like Heed was, you know. You've just got to keep trying and, you know, use all the knowledge and experience that you've got in trying to put all of that into a good track. And so you don't know, but you get a good feeling once you've completed that track. As a DJ, I guess, you know, you kind of become a bit of a tastemaker like yourself. You're a radio presenter, you know, on a drive time show, you'll get sent music and sometimes you'll be like, this is actually a great track. And you become a tastemaker and you can put it out there and hopefully other people will think this is a good track too. And I think when you're making music, you think to yourself, actually, this sounds bad. You know, I can see myself playing it in a DJ set. I can see other people dancing to it. And that is the kind of vibe you need to go on.
Do you think it's hard at the moment, like making one of those like massive hit songs? Because, you know, there's so many like songs being released every week now. But before, like, used to be back in the day, like once every 6 months.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Yeah,
I'd be sitting there waiting for it. But now it's like
that every other day there's a song coming out from someone on a different road here in East London. But like, yeah, you know, it is easier because, you know, to kind of make music, people can sit in their bedroom and just make music, which is what I was doing 10 years ago, and I still am, you know, sitting in my bedroom making music. But you know, getting computer software is more accessible, if not free. You know, getting samples and stuff like that, it's just a bit more of an easier process. And so you know, more and more people do it, younger and younger people do it. And you know, again, you know, the quality sometimes isn't maybe as good as we'd like it to be as a music listener, but people are trying. And you know what, it was with anything, you know, sometimes it is hard work and it is effort, but you need God on your side and a bit of lady luck. And if that kind of all combines and kicks in together, then, you know, you could have a good track on your hands and a successful one.
What's your favourite Bhangra track at the moment?
My favourite Bhangra track at the moment, apart from probably my own, which is a bit of a biased thing to say, I'd say I like DJ Sanju's track Qatal Karle, or I like Gabru by Honey Singh and J Star. That's really good. Mukra as well by DJ Sanj. You know, he's coming up with some wicked tunes right now, so I'm kind of feeling his stuff. But there's some good music. My mind's just gone blank. You put me on the spot a little bit. But like, there's loads of good music out there, I think, you know. So they're the kind of main Bhangra tracks that I think I'm feeling a lot at the moment.
Have you ever worked with DJ Sanj before?
No, I've never even met the guy, to be honest with you. Yeah, but he's making some fantastic music, like a lot of other DJs and a lot of other producers and singers and stuff out there. And fingers crossed, touch wood, you know, they'll continue just making wicked music for me, not only to listen to, but as a DJ to play out. You know, you as a DJ, you want more and more music to want to play and stuff out. So yeah, wicked, you know.
So as you said before, you like playing like dance tracks when you DJ. You also made an EP called the Bollywood Project. What made you want to like do a whole Bollywood different side to everything?
You know, like I play a lot of Bhangra and I play a lot of Bollywood music, and I think my first album was very Bhangra orientated, and then the second project that I did, which was the Bollywood Project, was it was totally flip side. You know, we had a lot of but it had a massive Bollywood feel to it. It had artists like Sonu Nigam on there, Sunidhi Chauhan, who are big Bollywood playback singers. You know, a lot of these Bollywood film songs that you hear, these guys are singing them. And Taz as well from Stereo Nation, which a lot of your listeners who they will know, and so you know they'll know about him. And again, you know, my frame of mind was just in that to kind of want to make it, and so put my head down, worked away with my team and other musicians and other percussionists and other producers, and we just cracked on in just making the music. And again, you know, in a weird sort of a way, it might be hard to believe, but that Habibi track that I done with Taz was even more successful than Heat. Internationally, it was crazy. Like, you know, I'd be getting booked in places like Australia, and I'd go out there and they wouldn't even really know about Heat. It would all be about Habibi. And so, like, but then I go to other places, I wouldn't even know about the Bollywood tracks that I've done, and it'll be all about Heat and all about the Bhangra tracks that I've done on that first album. So it was a bit crazy, but it done really good for me, and it kind of brought me over to introduced me to a new audience, which is exciting, and it was really, you know, it was really humbling. You know, it was good.
So you've done Bollywood, you've done Bhangra. Would you do anything like, I don't know, some dance house track or something?
Yeah, I guess the way music's going now, you know, you listen, the music listener out there, you know, the younger generation, should I say, they like the mixed up kind of stuff. You know, they like that kind of Bhangra vocal on like a electro beat, like a lot like the Imran Khan stuff. You know, I was listening to OMG on the way up here. It was just on my iPhone, and I had my headphones on, and like, you know, it's like a full on like electro track, and you've got, you know, Bhangra vocals on there, you've got Asian rappers on there, and I think, you know, you've got to kind of, music is a bit like a fashion, so you've got to make fashionable music for it to be popular. But you know, I'd give it a go maybe, but if I'd release something like that, that's not really what I'm about. I'd say I'm more just about the full-on Bhangra and the like traditional kind of Bollywood kind of vibe of things. You know, that's really more me, and that's what I really like enjoying. Like, I enjoy making.
So with the traditional stuff, is that what we can expect to see in your new album?
With regards to my new album, it's just full-on kind of like fall to the floor kind of stuff. You know, it makes you just want to get up and dance. That was the aim in my mind when I was making it, and that's still that aim when I come to release, like, you know, release my first single and the rest of the album. That's what I want. I want people just to have that feel-good factor. There are, like I said, I mentioned there's Master Salim on there. That's quite a Bollywood-esque track, a bit R&B kind of style, which is like, you know, a really massive track on my album, I'd say. You know, such a big vocalist, and it's a bit different for me to kind of move away from making traditional Bhangra tracks with Dol and Tumbi and stuff like that. But you know, I'm looking forward to that, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And in your new album, are you going to carry on releasing a couple more singles, or are you going to go straight into releasing your album next? I think
there's another single which is yet to come, which we're going to look to release in November probably, but all the focus is on this new single, Nach Sadhe Naal, which is out at the moment, and we're looking to hopefully release the new album entitled Electric in the winter time. So we'll be letting you guys know, and probably dropping you off copies first for you guys to play to all the listeners.
Thank you.
Yeah, watch this space.
So your video to your new track is on the beach. Where is that?
Everyone thinks it's abroad somewhere, but it's in a really exotic location called South Wales.
Oh, really? I thought it was I thought it was somewhere like down south or something.
Yeah, everyone keeps on thinking it's like Marbella or something crazy like that. I'm like, no.
Clouds,
there's. I was thinking, no, it's nowhere like that. It was in just past Swansea. It was basically. It's some restricted area which is owned by the Ministry of Defence, and so we had to go through loads of paperwork and this and that and this assessment, that assessment. It was just crazy, but we managed to get it, and we shot the video there, which was great fun, really, really good.
Yeah, because it's like such a massive space in the video, and it looks so like it's just you guys on there. So I was like, how did you get there at like 4 a.m. or something?
Well, we were there all day, and funnily enough, we did get there at like 5, 6 in the morning, but we had to wait for the tide to go out. It's just like a bit of a crazy place. Like the water would be right up against like the beach, the shore bit, and then in the space of an hour, bang, it'd go out like 2 miles, and then you could film for the day, and then it would just come back in, and then the night scene we had to wait for it to go back out, and then you can film, and it was a bit crazy. We were there all day. It was so tiring, but we got what we wanted, and you know, I'm really happy with what the guys at Ballistic Productions, who are the people who shot the video, had done, and it looks amazing. It looks really, really good, and I'm getting the feedback again that I'm getting from the video is overwhelming. I'm glad people are enjoying it.
Yeah, it's very different as well, having it on the beach like that.
Yeah,
it looks
better than a car park or a club.
Definitely much better. I prefer outdoorsy stuff, so it looks good.
Oh, you're more an outdoors girl.
Yes,
That's
I'm a
good.
geographer.
That's good. Why not? Why not? Why not?
What have you got like lined up for your next videos?
Wait and see and watch this space. I think the next single that we're going to release, I'm more than confident in saying and knowing that it is probably going to be one of the best videos in this industry.
Really?
It is something else. It is something else. Like, I won't give away too much, but a lot of time, a lot of effort and thought and filming has gone into this next video, and it should be epic. Hashtag epic. so that's something that it's gonna go through the roof, I think.
So that'll be for November.
Fingers crossed, touch wood, you know, Indian timing and all that, but yeah, you know, we will be on time with that one, so that's when we're looking to release that.
And what about the whole album? When's that going to be out?
Like I said, you know, we're probably looking to release that in winter sometime. We're still looking to set a date, but yeah, you know, the whole kind of the whole album and all the tracks on there that we just mentioned today, you know, that's going to be coming out later on in winter, so we'll be releasing a date. Watch this space.
Ooh, definitely going to be looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope
And
so.
definitely want to see you back in the studio as well. once
Yeah,
the album's
if you invite us, we'll be back. We'll
Obviously,
be back.
you'll get an invite. So, as you know, at the moment, there are quite a lot of young DJs and producers coming up in the scene. What advice would you give them from like such an experienced person as yourself?
Well, I'm still learning myself, to be fair with you. I think we're always learning. Doesn't matter how long you've been doing something or how old or how young you are. But I think the two best pieces of advice I can give anyone in any industry, especially this music industry, I think the first thing is practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
If you want to be a DJ, a songwriter, a singer, a rapper, a music producer, you can never spend enough time in trying to perfect your trade, you know, so just keep practicing and you'll get better every day. And I think the second best piece of advice I can give is, you know, you are the company you keep. So always try and keep good company, you know, big people that are going to ground you and give you the best advice, and people that are going to want the best for you. You know, if you hang around with bad people, you might end up a bad person, but you hang around with good people, you know, God willing, you'll end up a good person. So, you know, I'd always advise to anyone, you know, young or old, just try and keep really good company, and that will help you a lot in your life.
Are you speaking from experience? Like when you first started off, were you like in the wrong kind of crowd?
You know what? I think there's a lot of junctions in anyone's life. You know, you're either going to go left or right, and like sometimes that, you know, you made the right decision and made the right turn in, and sometimes you didn't. And I guess looking back in my life, you know, there are points where I could have ended up in jail or could have ended up dead or whatever, you know. That sounds really horrible to say, you know, God willing, nothing like that happens, but like, you know, you don't know. But I'm just fortunate. I'm really lucky, you know. I've got really good people around me. I've got a mum who's really supportive, you know, like my best mate, you know, who helps me out with a lot of stuff. I've got really great people that just want to see me do good, you know, and that's I'm lucky. I'm really, really, you know, some people think that having a bank balance with like millions of pounds in it is their wealth, but I guess my wealth and my strength is that I've got good friends, and they always want the best for me, and I think that is like my lottery. That's my winnings. You know, that is my wealth. You know, the friendship I have. You know, the team I've got, the guys at VIP, the guy at VQ Media, the guys at Frantic Studios, and all the rest of it. You know, they really, really, really help me out a hell of a lot, and want the best for me. And I think, you know, that's. I can't really big them up enough.
And it's good that you take advice for them as well, because I'm sure like a lot of people would be like, oh, I made this track and that's it, it's mine, and I don't care what anyone says.
Oh yeah, no, far from it. Far from it.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without constructive criticism, I don't think you could ever move forward, because one thing that I can say is that no one is ever right. You know, like, as in, you know, no one is always right, sorry, should I say, and no one is perfect. So, you know, you need to be able to kind of take the good with the bad. And if someone says, like, you know, change that top, man, it makes you look fat, then you're going to change it, you know. You just got to think, hang on a minute, I've got a six-pack, what's going on here? It's just like, you know, you're going to take the advice of the good people around you. So, like, you know, it's just, I guess it's just one of them ones.
And your advice for the producers out there is practice.
Just practice. Just keep practicing and learning. You know, there's so many things online, YouTube tutorials. You know, you can go onto like kind of music producer forums and start chatting to people and all the rest of it. There's so much out there. You know, things are so easily accessible. You know, knowledge is so easily accessible, more than before. You know, I remember when I was growing up, if I wanted to find something out, I'd have to trek on a bus to a library and then find the book if they had it, and if they didn't, wait till someone returned it before I could, you know, whatever. Now you go online, you know, if you want to get something, you want to buy some equipment, go on eBay or whatever, you know, so easy to do stuff. So you know, just utilize the resources you have and just be enthusiastic and hardworking and keep practicing, and you'll get the rewards without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. And everything is online in the whole world.
Everything, yeah. Whatever you want in the world is online. So, yeah, there's no excuses.
And it's true what they say, that you, like, live, eat and sleep in the studio.
No, I don't actually. Because I'm a DJ, so I spend a lot of my time DJing. And then, the rest of the time, I am in the studio a lot. But I think you've got to be very open-minded. You've got to go and do things to kind of breed creativity in your mind. Sitting in a studio with 4 walls around you, there's some very limited things to kind of create that creative spark in your mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes you've got to go out there, play some video games, go swimming, go to the gym, go to the movies, listen to different types of music, go Nando's with your mates, and you never know, you might hear something, they play that Portuguese Nando's music in the background, something might trigger it off, and it might be the foundations of a new Bhangra track I'm going to make or something. So, you just get these sparks of inspiration and creativity from all over the place. So I wouldn't lock myself away. I don't think I'd be any use to anyone if I did that.
Yeah, so take a break and then come back to it. You never know, you might find it totally wrong.
It's like yourself, like you're here now, you guys are doing a drive time show till 7 p.m. If you were just to be sat on that chair, you'd have a numb bum and you'd be fed up. But you'd have to get out, you stretch your arms and feel a bit fresh, and then it gives you the energy. You get, you portray it over the microphone, and everyone who's listening in feels happy. And it's just one of them things. You can't just be sat still. It's just going to be impossible.
Okay, so that's another bit of advice for you budding producers out there.
For anyone listening, yeah, for sure.
So your album Electric is all ready for the winter, as you said. Are you working on any new material at the moment?
I'm doing some music production for some other singers and some other DJs as well, just kind of doing some bits and bobs for them. But my main focus with regards to things being released from Jags Klimax is about this album Electric and this new single which is out, Nach Sadhe Naal. So again, like I said, it's probably the best work I could ever do. I can't do no better than this. So that's why I'm so looking forward to it. The response again from this first single has been immense, even bigger than I thought. And the next track's going to come out, hopefully will do even bigger and better, and so on and so forth. And the album hopefully will just be everywhere, and everyone's going to be loving it.
Yeah, it definitely is a great track, and it is out on iTunes as well for people to buy.
Yeah, iTunes, Amazon and all other kind of digital media platforms and stuff. So go and get yourself a legal copy, support Asian music, and hopefully if you like the tracks, definitely go out, support and put it on your iPod or your MP3 player and listen to it wherever you are, or even get it as a ringtone, which I know a lot of people have done. I was in a shop the other day and I could hear my track, and I was scratching my head thinking, where's that coming from? And it was some guy, and he pulled his phone out and he had my track as his ringtone, which was a bit of a surreal moment. But go out and grab yourself a copy.
And where are you next going to be DJing with your new track to promote it?
Well, I'm all over the place, up and down the country, from Southampton to Scotland. Tonight I'm down on Bristol Way. But I'm doing loads of gigs kind of in London, Manchester, Nottingham, Birmingham, Leicester, Coventry and stuff like that. I have a resident night in Kingston on a Monday, which a lot of people know about. So you catch me down there at McCluskey's, and also up in Leicester, Liquid and Envy, and so I've got loads of different clubs I'm constantly at. So I'm sure you'll see me on road or at a wedding doing an event, which I do loads of weddings a year on the weekend and stuff like that. I'm sure someone somewhere will catch me there, come see me and give me a high five.
What do you prefer doing, weddings or clubs?
Always clubs, I think. I think that's where I've kind of started off. It's a different feel. I love doing weddings, and I love meeting, having a laugh with your uncles and aunties and stuff like that, which is a good laugh. But I don't know, there's something about DJing in the club which is a bit different, different feeling.
And do you have a website or anything where people can keep up to date with what you're doing?
Yeah, for sure. Head over to jagsklimax.com. But more importantly, I guess it's all about the Twitter account. Yeah, so just at Jags Klimax. That's JAGS Klimax with a K, KLIMAX. Follow me on Facebook as well. I've got my SoundCloud page coming up. Going to be set up in the next couple of weeks, and there's loads and bits and bobs people can download for free off of that. But I guess just Google my name, and there's kind of 1,001 ways to follow me and what I'm doing.
Yes, definitely ways to stalk you online.
In a nice way, I hope.
Yes, definitely a nice way. But thank you very much for coming into the
thanks
studio.
so much for having me. You've been absolutely great. Thank you so much.
And the song is great. I'm going to play it again for our listeners.
Brilliant.
And we definitely hope to see you in the studio again very soon.
Without a doubt.
And good luck with everything you're doing as well in the future.
Thank you. Take care.